Today. Now, Google Drawings, you can make them out of your Google Drive under More. Google Drawings is one of the choices there. Now, Google Drawings are kind of cool because it allows you to layer images and allows you to put text over images and some of the things that you can't do in Google Docs. And they can even be inserted into Google Docs, which is kind of cool. It allows students to show their learning in a lot of ways and label things. And one of the things that comes to mind is something like a Venn diagram, which is always a hard one to do. So I'm going to start by adding a picture, the little mountain icon. I'm going to search the web for a Venn diagram. Usually a ton out there. Just need a template, keep it super simple. You know what? I might use the word template in there. There we go. There's some simple ones. Nice, simple, easy. Insert. You could also use the shape tool and make these. That's sometimes a lot. So I have a simple Venn diagram. And now if I wanted to have students write in it, they could draw a text box. And then they could write their ideas. And they could use bullet points. They could use lots of things. So then the ideas can be typed in. They can make a text box in another spot, so they can make several small ones. Idea, text, idea. If they decide that their idea actually fits more on a different section, they could drag it around, and all of a sudden you have a really interactive tool. It can be shared just like anything else. You can also assign a Google Drawing in Classroom, which I really, really like. So you can make a template like that and then set it to make a copy for each student, which is really, really handy. So if I was to create a new one, assignment, I'm actually going to name this as test. And then I could add something that already exists. I love this recent. And you could add a Google Drawing and you can make a copy for each student right there. Or you could create them right here. So you can make one right in that spot. So this is really, really interesting in a lot of ways. So instead of a Venn diagram, I could do something like labeling of something. So I'm going to search the web this time for, let's say structure of a plant. Or let's go plant. I need it with root. And if you sometimes put clip art at the end of things, you get a more diagram-y kind of look instead of a photograph kind of look. So that's not bad, actually. I could do something like this. Insert. And find a better one. I'm just going on the fly here. And then students can label them. So if they go a shape, or they can even do an arrow. So I'm going to do a rounded box, and I'm going to go shape. And you can use, change the color, change the font. It's all here. And I can label the leaves of the tree. Ooh. And I'm going to make it a heck of a lot smaller. And then I'm going to use this line tool. I'm just going to go arrow. You see how now you can connect to the box? Leaves. And you can label things. Ooh, that's a different one. So I'm actually going to turn that around. Sometimes you have to go back to that. And I'm going to go, made another one. Use that since I made two, might as well use it. Do a shape. This time I'm going to put a square one just for variety's sake. This time I'm going to kind of snap it to the box there. I'm going to say fruits. So a student can make one from scratch and share it with you. You can make a template for one, add it through Classroom. It's a really interesting way to add another dimension of things to demonstrate learning. I want to show you what it looks like in a Google Doc. So I can take and I can download this as a JPEG or PDF. But I can also insert one. So I can insert one that I'm already working on, or I can make a new one right from here. So if I wanted to put this into my lesson, there's now my new one. If I link it to source, if I update it in drawing, it updates here. And my drawing's there. So I'm like, oh, that leaf thing is kind of cut off. All right, so I'm going to just move that a little bit. And I'm going to move that label to there. Now if I go back to my doc, it says update. And it updates my drawing. So it's kind of neat that way. So try Google Drawings. It's a quite a useful little tool.